everyone, Sue here from 1A Auto, and today we have a 2010 Honda Fit in the shop. And as you can see, we're going to be doing the headlights. We got our headlights here from 1AAuto.com. If you need this part or any other part for your car, click on the link below and head on over to 1AAuto.com. First thing you got to do to remove the headlights on this Honda Fit is we have to take the bumper cover off. It's not that hard. Take a couple of minutes. But you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver, first step. And right here in the fender well, you can feel a little indent. And that's where there is a Phillips head type of screw. So I'm going to put a screwdriver right in there, take that off. Here. I have my vehicle here up on the drive-on ramps, which we sell at 1A Auto. You don't always need a lift or have accessibility to a lift. So we'll use our jack stands or our ramp sometimes, and it works both ways. There you go. So once you take this screw out, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Identical. So now we're underneath and we're going to undetach the front bumper cover to the undercarriage. First spot over here is we have the plastic body clips. If your vehicle's in any condition like this one is, or has seen the likes of the ground, all these clips seem to be broken. So it's not going to be surprisingly if they do break all the way around, but we have replacements. So if you're going to start this job and you think, oh, I've hit a few curbs in my life, wouldn't hurt to get prepared to get some of these clips before you get down here. We actually sell these clips in an assortment. I do believe it's for under $27. You get a whole assortment for your make and model. So you could get a whole assortment for a Honda or whatever car you're kind of working on. That one's really bad. It's clipped, it's broken completely off. And they're identical spots on this side. See the notches are cut out? I'm going to use my body clip tool. Just squeeze it in there, pull down the cover part, and then the center piece comes right out. And one more over here by the front tire. You can use a flathead screwdriver, which I'll probably switch to. I got it. Then we have all these Phillips screw heads going all the way over. So when the center pin breaks, I pop it up in because I'm going to be replacing it anyways. And then I just grab it, pull that out. That's going to get replaced. Actually, all of them are. So now with my Phillips screwdriver, I'm going to disconnect all these going straight across. Looks like there's 4 of them. Set those aside. Now we can go back up to the top. Now we're up on the top here and we're going to take off this top cover. And as you can see, there's 4, 6, 7, 8 pins. So I'm going to take a flathead screwdriver and I'm going to pry underneath and just pop that right up. Just like that. Do that to all 8 of them. Once I have all 8 popped up, I just grab the actual cover and pull up. Just grab them, wiggle them, pull straight up. Now we can grab this cover. You got to move it past that latch and get that out of the way. Now with the top fasteners and the underneath fasteners and your Phillips screw from the fender well, you're going to grab the outer edge here. And in here, there are little finger clips like. So you're going to grab firm and pull, just like that. You're going to do the same to the other side. So with a body tool, because it's plastic, you'll see these clips in here. There's 3 of them underneath the headlight. So you're going to pry in there and pull out. I'll show you on the other side. There's 3 more. So grab the fender part here, pull on it, and you'll see that little tab. You'll lift up on that tab, found a wrench, not mine. So now I broke that side free, the passenger side. I'm just going to grab the driver's side and give it a good tug. And now we have the Foglight connectors. We can get to them a lot easier. You'll see there's a black clip here. Push down that clip and then push down on the wiring harness. I'm going to do the same to the other side. And now we'll just get the cover out of the way. Now we have access to the headlamps with the bumper cover off, and you can see the mounts. We've got one inside here, 10mm socket here, one up there, and then one more there. So there's 4 points. That's it. All 10mm socket. I'm going to get the bottom ones first. Got the last one up here on the top. Now we can just grab the headlight assembly and lift up. Gonna want to disconnect the harness. So we have a little one up front here. See the tab? It's underneath. Just squeeze that, pull. Then here we have the actual headlamp bulb, and then the actual marker light up here. Here we have our new headlight for our Honda Fit from 1A Auto, and here's the factory one we're taking out. You can see it's all faded due to sunlight and sun damage. New one from 1A. Comes wrapped in a clear plastic that you're going to peel off before you install. Just helps on the shipping so it doesn't scratch the surface. Turn it around. This particular model from 1A comes with the bulbs. Not all of them do, but this one comes with a new headlight. New little marker light. Turn signal right there. So they're already in there. You have a piece right here that you have to transfer over from your old headlight. It's a body clip piece where the bumper cover goes, and you can see running. You have to transfer this piece over, and there's one mounting bolt, and then it'll just swing out. It has two little clips that it clips into there. Also comes with adjusters. As you can see, the factory light has an adjuster right here that adjusts the inside bulb, not the whole lens assembly, just the bulb itself. Here's our model. Comes with the same adjustment, and directions are punched in right on there. Up and down. D for down, U for up. And you can watch the actual bulb itself go to the adjustment. So if you need this part or any other part for your car, click on the link below and head on over to 1aauto.com. So now, before we install our new headlamp assembly, we have to swap over the bracket on the bottom here that mounts where the bumper cover actually snaps into. So you have one bolt here, 10mm socket, down below. Break that free. And then all you're going to do is lift it up. You get two little points right here. Grab it firmly, pull up. So you've got two little divots there and one down below where it sits in. I'm going to transfer it over. You're going to put this piece in first, line those up, and down there, falls right into place. Pretty easy. Always hand start your bolt. Now before we clip and put our harnesses back in, I would strongly suggest just taking a quick look at them. Someone already nice coated these with a dielectric white grease, so that stops them from corroding. That's a pretty good idea. They all look in pretty good shape. No broken wires or burnt electrodes, that's what we're looking for. So now we can set this right up. You've got 3 prongs there, 3 prongs in your headlight. Line them up, push it on. You'll feel it click in, and this little top marker light is going to go right there on that socket. Just locate the lock tab, line that up, push that down, and it clicks. And then the last one is the front blinker here. It's like a little T shape. Line that up, click it in. So we're going to bring over here, there's 2 alignment pins into the metal fender. You get 2 plastic earpieces that are going to go glide right into that. Okay. So there's 4 bolts total holding the headlamp assembly in. You have 3 that match the same length, and then you have this one with a little seat on it. And that's the one that goes up in here. It sits in that little plastic seat, lines that up so that it sucks the headlamp completely in under the lip here of the fender. I can start that by hand. And I can put this one in. And I've got my one out here on the fender well. And then the one in the front here, which I might have to get an extension to start, or maybe I can do it. I like to mount the bottom ones so that it pulls it into the fender, and so the top one will be lined up perfectly. So I'll start on the bottom. Once I got the bottom 3 all tightened, I'm going to tighten the top one last, and I'm just going to snug it right down. Now I can take a good look, make sure that the assembly lines up really good with that fender well. It looks pretty good. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Now we're ready to put the bumper cover on. Basically, I'm going to hold it as close as I can. And I'm going to connect those Foglight connectors again. As you can see, I got rid of most of the leaves. Did the fall cleanup. Now the key here is to make sure you get the bottom cover lined up properly. And I like to do one right in the center. Try to get it centered, and then I'll go from the side and I'll work my way over. Once you get it lined up, you're just going to give it a good This is where I use the body tools if I need to. There we go. As you can see, my bumper is a bit scratched up. If I had a bumper that wasn't already kind of beat, I would definitely take like painter's tape. You can get it in any hardware store or paint store, and I would just trim it along the line here, knowing that I have to put a body tool in there, or I'm going to be using my hand after. Just a little precaution to keep it nice and clean. Now we're going to put the centerpiece on in the top here. Just line it up with the latch the way it goes. Kind of falls right into place. Now see this lip here? We're just going to lift it up in the back and slide it under. There we go, nice and smooth. Put all 8 pins back in. Basically, once the centerpiece is pushed up, these little fingers will close in. They fit right into the groove. Make it flush and then push it down. That's easy. Yeah. Push the last one down and we're ready to go down below. So I like to put the screw parts in first. I work my way from the center out and I see what I see going on here. So this bumper cover, pay attention to this from the top. I was working by myself. 2 people at this point would have been nice, but it can be done. Just make sure you put the bumper cover under the fender skirt. The actual splash shield, I mean. There we go. Now we can put the 4 screws in. I'm going to put those in first before I put the plastic push pins, so that way I know that I've got the threaded clips lined up. And it's easier to move it, manipulate it around. I'm going to put my plastic clips in. I did have some of the Honda clips from an assortment. One in the center. And don't be afraid to grab the bumper cover and shake it around so you get that centered in the steel, and then push the clip up. Last screw, and then we can put our last 2 plastic push pins in. Got one right here. See the broken one still popping through. Sometimes when they're like that, I just use my butt of the screwdriver, and then last one was out here. Make sure that's gone through. Snap it in. And we're going to put the screw in the fender well, line it up. And there's an identical one on the other side. Let's turn them on and see how they work. We got low beam, high beam. Left turn and right turn. Regular parking lights. And then off.
This is a basic tutorial on how to aim the headlights on your vehicle. Find the axis of your headlights. This is usually indicated with a small dot or the headlight bulb size on the lens. If not, it's the actual center point of your headlight bulb. Transfer this mark to a vertical wall with a preferably dark color that'll allow you to back up 25 feet. Pull up and find the center line of your vehicle as well as the center line of your headlight axis. Mark the wall with the height of the headlights and a straight line going across at that axis height. Back your vehicle up 25 feet from the wall to the front edge of your vehicle's headlights. Turn your headlights on and locate the adjusting screw, usually on the back side of your headlights. You'll want to rotate this until the passenger hotspot or focus of the beam is approximately 2 inches below the line and the driver's side is 4 inches below the line. We change the heights on each side so you can still get a good beam to the off side of the road on the passenger side and have the driver's side low enough to not blind oncoming traffic.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1aauto.com, your place for DIY auto repairs, for great parts, great service, and more content.